Hello everybody. In here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Diamond Select Rex Splode figure from Now this is going to be a weird one for me because I don't really have any other Invincible figures. So it's going to be kind of an oddball in my collection, but I saw him at my comic book store, John the Comics, best comic book store of all time. And I saw him there, $30. I was like, sure, why not? Might as well pick the figure up. It looks pretty cool. And he comes with a lot of accessories, so I'm really interested to see how this figure compares. And I noticed that there's not a lot of reviews for him up on YouTube, so might as well be one of the only 2 reviews. So I'm gonna take a look at the box. Diamond Select logo up here. We can see some little frames from where he's flying next to the plane, fighting one of the Reanimen. Oh, we have the art of Rex Splode from the actual show. Invincible. Let's see. What's right here? I can't really tell what anything is on the side. At the back we have the logo for and we got a picture of Omni-Man right here. A picture of Mark. You can see beat up Mark back here and bloodshot Omni-Man in the back. Got a look at the figure, a bio, which really isn't really about him, but oh well. And then we also have the Mauler twin, who's there's only one figure of those. It's just the one, and then you can buy 2 of them to get the full set of twins. This collector's action figure of Rex Splode is based on his appearance in the Prime series Invincible. It features multiple points of articulation and interchangeable heads and hands, sculpted by Chris Dahlberg. Got some more logos. Find it at a comic book shop. John the Comics, best one. Not for 3-year-olds. And yeah, let's get this guy open. So here's the figure outside the box, and holy accessories, Batman. That's a lot of hands. Got an extra set of charged up hands, or arms actually, which we'll be taking a look at. We have, where's the other arm? We have 2 different heads. One, let's focus in on that. One a lot more stoic and just kind of a bland expression. We'll have this other crazy, smack talking mouth. It's probably gonna be the one dropped it. It's probably gonna be the one I have on Rex the most, because that's the one he has on the most. And then we have these little diving karate chop hands. Rex, I don't know why Rex really needs them, but it's cool to have them anyway. We have some extended little weird finger hands. And we have another set of them, which are a lot more like clawed, a lot more closed in. And then a couple of hands to hold stuff, which I'll be talking about later, because you'll see. So here's the thing. The figure does not really come with all of these things to take out and put in his holding hands, these holding hands. But something that can go wrong, and probably will go wrong with your figure, can be seen as a silver lining, because 10 times out of 9, these things are going to come out. They're going to pop out, like this one right here. In the only other review on YouTube I could find, it happened to the guy who did the video on this one, which I'll link to below in the description. Or at least I'll try to. But, yeah, so if this thing gets popped out and you lose it, it's going to be gone forever. Yet if you hold on to it, you put it in the holding hand, and then just hold on, pop out the other hand, and whoa, that does not look good popped out. Kind of the paint chipped off there. That doesn't worry me in the slightest. And then pop the hand on, and it's resisting a little. That doesn't worry me in the slightest. Okay, I think it's in. Then you can have him holding it. So, It's kind of an issue with the figure. When you take this thing out, let's pop it out. Here's hold on, zoom in, or focus on it. Here it is. Has a little pig here. You can put it in the hole right here. Let's try smushing it in there. And oh, never mind. It does stay sometimes, not all the time. Like right now, it's falling all over the place, not really going in. So if you lose it, kind of sucks. I'd probably, this happens to you, just keep it in his hand at all times, because it stays in there. It's like it's meant to go in there. They're glued in there. It's definitely a mistake. So I can't really complain about it, because, well, that's his thing. He grabs these things, blows them up, and throws them. Or I guess it's the other way around. He throws them and then blows them up. But yeah. So if it happens to you, just put it in his hand and try not to lose the hand, rather than trying not to lose the actual accessory. Yeah, so taking a look at his sculpt, we have, don't ignore all the stuff falling around me. Yeah, these little things on his belt, which I mentioned, can come off very easily. They're kind of a little rubbery, not really rubbery, but they're kind of flimsy. And some overall suit details, some little parts in here. Got a hole here to put in like a flight stand. He doesn't come with a flight stand, but if you have one, it works. Something that I'm not sure if it's a mistake or if that's just how it looks is right there with his gloves. It kind of looks a little weird to me. Okay, let's look in on that. Seems a little odd. It looks fine on this one, so maybe it's an issue. I can't really tell. It doesn't really affect the overall figure. It also has this little thing here, like in the shell. And articulation-wise, this figure's not too crazy for articulation. Yeah, Diamond Selects aren't really known for crazy articulated figures. This has some good ones. Yeah, look at his head. We have some head tilt this way. Other side goes this high up, this far down. Full 360. I'll be popping off the head later to put on the extras. Arm goes up this high, same with the other. Rotate around here. The arm only goes up this high. There's no like double joint or like elbow joint right here, like with this. Let's use this Deadpool figure for example. There's nothing in the middle here to get all the full articulation out of it. Same on the other arm, which kind of sucks. Hand-wise, all of the hands have the same motion this way. Turn it around, pop the hands out, replace them with a different one. What is this little called? The waist ball joint. Got a wiggle there. Turns around enough, goes all the way around. Doesn't really go high that much. Doesn't go really low that much either. So just kind of keep it at a middle, like a middle. You can go. His legs can go pretty far, but it's gonna mess up these things, and I don't want to break off another one, so I'm not going to. Goes up this high. Doesn't go back very far. Some swivel here. Same goes with the other one. Goes this far back, and looking at this Deadpool figure again, no joint right here, so you again don't really get the full articulation out of it. It looks a little weird like this. And then I don't think there's any boot cut there. No boot swivel at all. The foot goes up that high, this low, swivel. Same with the other foot. And that's mostly all the stuff there for articulation. So now let's swap out that extra head. So here's a closer look at his face. The unmasked head has a smile, some slightly closed eyes. We have the hair piece here, not hair piece, but the hair, the little man bun. You could swap this head out for the robot figure. The robot figure that I do not have, but Diamond Select did do one, so you could swap it out to get like a future Rex look. I mean future robot. Here is his masked head with the open mouth, and like the teeth are really well painted on there, and I think there's a bit of detail with the tongue in there, I think. And it's also cool how we have like the transparent goggles in here. The eyes are a little weird though, like he looks like it's a weird looking expression, but at the same time it fits the character. This looks like, I'm pretty sure they had like a really specific frame in mind when they made this. And not exactly related to the head sculpt itself, but this thing is hard to get on. I don't think I didn't even get it on the correct way. Like, I was also struggling to get the other head on. This head's fine, because, you know, it's the one that you get first, but looking inside of it, hold on, let me get a light. You can kind of see it. I'm not sure if it broke off or something. I have no indication if it broke off, which might explain why it's a lot harder to put the other heads on. So if something, it doesn't look like something broke, it looks normal. Let's focus in on that if it can. Doesn't look like, there's also like a little speck here, it might be broken. Not exactly sure. I might have gotten a broken figure, I don't know. I don't think I did. But like, that's confusing. I'm not sure. I'm gonna get some help trying to put the head on, like actually pop it on. So, hold on, I'll be right back. So before I pop the other head on, let's get a look at this other head. It's like the exact same, like of the actual head part, but the face, it's a lot more of a zoned out expression, just kind of stoic. Nothing really going on here. No teeth shown or anything. And again, I also haven't really popped this head on fully, so I'm gonna get it actually, you know, popped on there, and I'm probably not going to try messing with it again. It's a real struggle, so definitely beware of that with your figure. So let's pop the head on. So after a bit of working with it, we, and by we I mean my dad, were able to get it on, the head on, and this is never coming off. I'm not, if I want an unmasked head, oh well. If I want the stoic expression, oh well. This is staying on. We're not dealing with this again. So now, hopefully these aren't as difficult to get on as the head. I'm gonna try to, alright, the arms came off pretty well. I'm gonna try on the other cool effect arms. That came off too without a hitch. Didn't feel like it was gonna break, which is good. Limbless Rex. Let's maybe zoom out a bit more. And now let's pop these on. Struggle a bit. Don't zoom in on the ass. Struggle a bit to get. Oh, that's actually not that bad. I've got it in there. For the other one, which is somewhere, there it is. This is the one with the little piece in there. Okay, this one's a bit more tough to get on. Hold on. Alright, I was able to get the effect arms on, and they actually look pretty good. Like there's even some articulation here. Be able to move that around, moving like the normal arms, and they look cool. Like they're translucent too, well, slightly translucent. There we go. Yeah, you can see that a lot better. And they look cool. They kind of look like the Miles Morales zappy hands, sort of. But yeah, I like the way this looks, especially with that manic expression on the head as he just like supercharges his powers. I think that looks really cool. And they come out pretty easily, and they come on pretty easily. I don't feel that worried about like breaking him or like loosening him up. I mean, maybe that'll happen, I don't know. But overall, I think they're pretty cool. And then let's try on like one powered, one not. Definitely seems like this right one's a bit more of a struggle for mine. Don't know why. The left one goes on just normally. And yeah, I think that's a really cool effect they have there. So yeah, I don't really have any characters to compare him to. I guess here he is next to the Thing. He's taller than the Thing. No, the Thing's definitely taller. But they're like, he's actually kind of close to being taller than the Thing. Okay, there he goes. Here he is next to Speedball, because I mean, he kind of looks like a... If you squint at it. Here he is next to... Hold on. Okay, here he is next to Spider-Man, because, I mean, it's Spider-Man. Oh, well, stop leaning. Let's actually, like, compare the size. Yeah, Rex is a really tall figure because he's a Diamond Select. Yeah, my phone's falling. Don't do that. I don't know really what else to compare him to. There he's next to the Diamond Select Daredevil, because that's also a Diamond Select figure. Yeah, he's kind of an outlier in my collection. Don't really know where to put him. So, let's just get into posing. So overall, I'd probably give him a 6.5 out of 10. There's nothing like terrible about this figure. There are definitely a lot of complaints, like the heads, like it might just be a me problem, might just be with the figure I got, but the head is impossible to stick on, and you know, parts of them like break off, like with the little things right here. Yet even then, it's a fun figure to pose around, and it's, if you have an actual, you know, collection, he'd be really cool. And if it's your first one, like it's my first one, you'll have a fun time with him. He's fun to pose, he looks great, and there's nothing like, again, there's nothing really wrong with him. It just, you know, isn't an exceptional figure. I don't regret my purchase, and I would probably recommend him. He's pretty cool. And yeah, that's about it. See ya. Like and subscribe to X Mandalorian, or else we'll
execute Order 66.